Hello, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Dennis Jai, and we are broadcasting from Atlanta, Georgia. This is an exclusive interview, a sit down with a Liberian music sensation, Mr. Sirweah Quioh. I have on board my co-host, Mr. Ansone Sie. Mr. Sie, before we even get to our artists, I want to welcome you to this special edition of Focus on Liberia.
And it's always a happy moment to be on this network. I know this network is one of Liberia's most credible network, and it's a privilege to be part of this family. I'm happy to be here with one of our sensation here. Sirweah is the man when it comes to music, and it's an opportunity to be with this young man, to ask him some questions and listening to him to share, what he cares about, not only with us in studio, but also to his fan and other Liberians who will be joining us during this broadcast. I'm happy to be here.
Thank you. And we are honored to have this incredible talent, Mr. Sirweah Quioh. Sirweah, welcome to Focus on Liberia. We are so thrilled to have you.
Thank you. Thank you so much for having me. I'm very excited to be on this show too as well. I'm looking forward to it.
Right. We are happy. We're very, very happy to have you. And Liberian musicians are doing so incredibly well. They have the talents. Ooh. And we're just excited to have you. Once again, welcome to Focus on Liberia.
Thank you. Thank you.
And we want to give a shout out to all those who made it possible for you to be here. Yeah. We want to say thank to all of them for making it possible for us to have you. So, again, you are right there in Philadelphia.
Yes, I am.
Oh, okay. So again, we want to welcome our viewers from across the globe. This is Focus on Liberia. At the beginning, we play this music, Stay the Night. I mean, this guy has good music on YouTube, and I've been listening. And what happens that we are trying to download, they couldn't let me download because I wanted to kind of stream them live before the show.
From YouTube?
Yeah, I could only download one of them. So I don't know what was going on.
Yeah, some of them have copyright restrictions on it, but as far as that too, just let me know. I can send it to you personally.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I wanted to stream them live. We tried to put some on there so that people would see. Right. But let's get into it. We just want to start from there's incredible talent called Sirweah. A lot of people don't. Like me, I really got to know you not too long.
Right.
Watching, and then I started watching. So let's start with that, a little bit about yourself, so we can know you. Where were you born, and everything else?
Oh, well, Liberian born, raised in Ghana for a little bit. I was there for actually a good amount of my childhood. So I really got to experience a lot of different cultures being raised in Ghana. I moved back to Liberia after the war, but I came to the States, I think around 05, 06. But music may just been I guess in my blood just from a childhood. Not many people in the family really does the music thing, but that's just something that I've been into since a kid. I got into dancing a little bit too, but fast forward being in the States, and I was a part of different groups, little church groups.
And we're going to get to that. We're going to get to that. And when the music part, but just want to know you a little bit more. So it was because of the war you went to Ghana with your parents also?
Yeah.
And where in Ghana?
The camp.
Oh, so you are in which area?
Yeah, so that's Omaguru people, yeah.
Yeah, I was in area U and then later on area H.
Okay, I was in U. I think I was in U or E. One of those.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, but it was. I love Ghana, man. I love the whole experience. Yeah. So yeah, that's kind of a little bit of my background as far as the music. Yeah, I've just been doing music since a kid. But yeah.
And you went back to Liberia before coming to the States.
Yeah.
Okay, that's So where would you say you actually grew up? Is it Ghana, Liberia, or America?
That I grew up, or just like mine? Like
yeah, where you grew up, or you still growing up?
Oh no, I feel like I'm definitely grown up. Definitely, yeah. I feel like they all had their roles in me being grown up. I have like a big perspective on life because I saw things in Ghana, I saw things in Liberia, I see things in America. So I have I think they all put together make me mature. But I would say America, I saw the big picture.
Mm-hmm. So when and where did your love for music begin? How did it all get started?
I think it was really when I came to the States, living in Jersey. I was just, like I said, that's when I started, joining different church groups, or I was even part of like the choir in school. So that's when like my love for music really started to grow more, honestly. Yeah. But I think music, like I said, I've always been, very, very intrigued with music. I've just been a big fan of music. Apologies.
And so you were part of different choirs or church group.
Yeah,
Let's
different
talk
church
about
groups.
talk about them briefly, about those kind of early days and what you were doing, what you were involved in.
I mean, for me, I was very active as far as like sports in school, but at some point when the music came in picture, that was my main focus, and I was like, just trying to find any way to be a part of the music thing, whether it was like I said, being a part of different bands or different church groups, or if there was any kind of talent show at school, I had to be a part of it because I just want to have I just want a chance. And honestly, it worked for me because at the end, like everybody in town knew me for being like the musician, for being an artist, because I was a person that was always putting out music. So, yeah, I think 2013, that's when I really started taking it very, very serious. So yeah.
So how would you characterize, your sound? What do you sing? Is it R&B, Afrobeat, reggae, rap? What is it? What do you sing?
I think it's a mixture of everything. It doesn't really have one sound, honestly, but altogether, right now, I was like, if you ask the music I'm putting out right now, is very Afro. It's very Afro, but it's also pop. But if you look back 2-3 years ago, my music was entirely pop. So I think it's really a matter of where I'm at in life, and where I'm at right now. I'm very, very I'm very drenched in the African culture. So my music is expressing that culture. But I don't know what it's gonna be 2 years from now. 2 years from now, it might be soul. But right now, I'm Afro.
And that's what I was trying to get at too. So what really inspired your music, and in the music, what really do you hope to communicate? What you want people to get out of it?
I think the underlying feeling that I get from every single music that I put out is just love, hope, and culture. Because you get the African vibe from me as well too, but you also get a sense of hope and love in every single song that I put out. So I think that's the underlying tone from every single song that I put out. But every song has its own story to tell for each person. But altogether, I think it's just beautiful music.
And when you say hope, why you want to sing about hope, or
Because I'm a man of God. I believe in hope. I believe in I believe in hope because I myself too. I go through that. I go through the same problems too. But I also know the truth about hope. So I feel like I have to tell that story. I have to be able to relate. It's not just about just putting out music anymore. It's about having a message a little bit. So I can make music that's good. It can be it can be it can be sensual. It can be sexy and whatnot too. But it has to have a message. It has to have a goal in the end. And so that's always my aim.
So give us some examples of those kind of goal and the hope, and give us some example of those music and the hope part of it in that song.
I mean, like for example, for Stay the Night, you can play that music anywhere. You can play for anybody because the message is universal. Everybody feels that. Everybody wants to express love in a certain way. And I just feel like I was just a person to be able to create that song that everybody can relate to, but it's also very catchy. It's very it's very sexy as well too. So I feel like my intention was to make something that the females can really relate to and really enjoy without having to feel like they're being defiled lyrically. So I mean, even though I had a melody already, I enjoyed how the melody sounded, but my intention was, okay, now I'm the creator now, I'm the author now. I have to make sure that like whatever I say in the songs now, it has to have an effective message. And I think it worked because every single person, every fan that came to me about that song, it's been what I expected or what I wanted to happen. It was, okay, that song is very sexy. It makes me feel very sexy. It turns me on, but at the same time too, it has class to it. So my music has, it has to have a certain value to it. At the end of the day, I have to make sure I'm purposeful about that. Yeah.
Okay, I'm listening to you, and I'm kind of happy, as a young man, in this business, and I'm just curious. I know you're being inspired from the very early age, starting from the church and all that.
Right.
Are there other people that inspire you now, as somebody in the business? I mean, who also inspire you to just keep going?
I mean, the young greats right now from Africa that are doing great things for us, like the Wizkid, the Davido, the Burna Boy, just those people, because they're African and they're doing great things. They're crossing boundaries, so they make us believe that we ourselves can do the same thing too. So those are people that we look at on a daily basis that inspire us. But yeah, so a whole lot of people that I look up to.
Hmm. And are you collaborating with or collaborated with anyone, being a Liberian, African, or anybody else?
Yeah, I've done some songs with a few Liberian artists and some Ghanaian artists as well too. I've done some songs with Bucky Raw. I did a song with Snow T. I did a song with my man what's his name, Brian Doe. But yeah, I have a couple of songs with some African artists. But for right now, I'm really focusing on just trying to let my fans get acquainted with my own sound first before I start doing too many features. So that's my focus right now.
Right, and I watched that one Odo that
Yeah.
I think there's a Ghanaian artist you collaborated with.
Yeah, that's my bro. Oh boy Murphy.
Oh yeah. Odo mean love in Ghana, right?
Yes.
Wow, amazing. So music is also a business, big business for that matter, and there's too much money in it. How are you doing so far, and how are you looking at the future?
I think I'm doing amazingly well. I think perfectly. I think honestly, right now I'm in a season where I'm sowing. I'm planting, and I know I have to put in a lot of work, and that's gonna definitely come back. I believe in a universal law, so I believe that it's gonna come back to me. But right now I have to put in the work, and I think I'm doing a good job as far as that when it comes to my quality and it comes to my musical content. I think I'm doing a good job with that. That's my main focus. When it comes to the feedback, as far as what I'm going to get in return, I know for a fact it's gonna be more than the next man, because I know that I put in that extra work. So as far as what I'm getting in return right now, I'm getting good enough right now, but I know that I'm going to get way more because I'm putting in so much work right now. So that's my perspective on that.
And being somebody who started all this from the church,
right?
In the church we have a choir. I'm sure you have a team working with you.
Yes, I do. Oh yeah, shout out to the whole team. Shout out to the whole team. Slum Life. That's the family. I'm sorry, 1 second. Yeah, my computer has some issues, but yeah, Slum Life is a team I'm working with right now. That's the whole family doing amazing work right now. Honestly, we have a lot of things planned, a lot of things in store for 2020. But yeah, my whole team, Slum Life.
All right, still on the business component of it, do you have, I see you there almost like you're in studio. It's saying you have your infrastructure all intact, for recording and all that.
Yes, I do. I thank God for that. I have a studio built in at home right now. I've been able to, even if I'm traveling different places, just knowing how to be able to do my own engineering has been an ease for me personally. So having a home studio too is a plus too, because I can just get up in the morning. If I have an idea, just come to the studio, just record. So yeah.
So I'm sure you conduct training, or are there other people that are providing training for you and your crew, or are you the one doing the training? How's the whole training business going, as a business?
The training?
Yeah. Practicing, maybe that the right word should be practicing and all that.
Well, learning how to do all these things?
Yeah, learning how to write the songs,
how to sing. Training. I mean, you're blessed with it. Honestly, it's a gift. I know for a fact that I was blessed with this. And sometimes situations, things come up that make you have to find out you have new gifts, or you have other gifts that you never knew you had. Like when it comes to me, learning how to direct, how to edit, how to write scripts and whatnot too. That's the things that I had, like I was interested in as a kid. I used to write little stories when I was little, but then like growing up now, I didn't know that. It was a gift that I had to use right now. So everything that but I didn't want to have to go through that. But sometimes I need a video person to work for me right now. But everybody's too busy right now, so I got to make sure I might get a camera person and do it myself. State at Night was a video that I just got a camera person, did the whole script myself, booked the place, did everything myself. So I didn't want to do those things, but because situations came up, I had to, I got in a situation, but then like it showed a new talent that I have. So there's no real training. It's just more of a God's gift that I already have in me. But it's just like, time passes and you start seeing new things. But no, honestly, apart from that is YouTube University. I call it that because I know I just get on YouTube, learn things, how to mix, how to master. But that's been my training, and then just doing it. The whole EP, I just put out a whole EP, Aphrodisiac. The mixing, the recording, the mastering, the cover art, everything done solely by myself at home. So it just shows that it's more about talent than big resources. So yeah, it's more.
Thank you. Walk us through. I'm just curious to know, when does it kick to you that, I have to write this song? It say maybe walking down the road, you see something and you're like, okay, I can make them. Walk us through one of your songs, how they start, to the finishing point. I mean, just briefly.
I mean, yeah, it could be so many different things that can happen, just random things. State at Night started with just a melody. It just started with like melody. I remember I think I still have the voice recording in my old phone, that it was just a melody, like, and then it just turned to like, okay, I want to make the lyrics about this song. I want to make this song about long distance and finally getting your girlfriend to come over. That was just that situation. But I've had songs where I had like a movie scene in my head and I'm like, okay, I want to make this song about that. And I have songs where Tumba is a song where it's about a brother-in-law of mine that his nickname is actually Tumba, and we were in the studio and he was playing around. He was, he's a rapper too, but he was scared to rap, so we were joking, making fun of him, and then a beat came on for Tumba, and I just started saying Tumba, yeah, Tumba, and then it turned into a whole song, and then it just turned into a song about actual Tumba. So different things just pop up, and then I get inspired by different things. So some songs I write a whole movie script before I even write the lyrics for it. Nowadays, I really don't do too much like writing down. I just like get into like just get the beat, and I'm walking around just thinking about what I want to say. I really follow the flow of the beat and what the beat is telling me. But yeah, a lot of times it's just different experiences.
All right. Has there been a situation in the past that struck you and you really want to tell the story and you say, I have to come up with a song?
Yeah, many times.
Okay.
I'm trying to think of one right now. I have a song. I did have a song out called Dilemma, and it was really about like relationships and being stuck in like, conflicting relationship situations that we want to let go, but you can't let go because you want to be a part of it. Right. Like I knew I had to write that song down, because like some stories even right now where I'm at right now, the songs that I'm working on right now are like just build up stories that I had to tell, right, have to express. So like as soon as the beat comes on, I don't even have to think about what it is. I know that, okay, I have some kind of story already kept in my archive, in my mental archive, that I have to talk about. So it just depends on what comes out at that moment. But I have so many stories right now. So that's really how I go about my writing process. Like I can either go about creating a story, or I'll just sit around and be like, how do I feel right now? And right now, the songs that I'm putting out is really based on feelings. It's really based on like so many kept up experiences that I haven't been able to tell a story about yet. So a lot of songs coming out is gonna be about those.
And you understand that as you made a music, you are communicating right, to the wider audience, and you're trying to send out a message.
Mm-hmm. Exactly. I know that. Yeah, I know that for a fact. I know I'm not just. Of course, the filter is my emotions and me, making music through my emotions. But I know that how I put it out has to be conscious. I have to be purposeful about that, and that's the part I take very serious. And that part even flows into my purpose, but it also flows into business too as well, too, because I know the kind of brand that I have to represent. So I have to know how to represent my brand. So I take that serious.
Wow, and so there's a lot that goes on in the music, producing it, writing the script. So, but we that enjoy the music, we don't have that visibility of right, all the things that you put into it before we have that. So everyone know.
Right. Oh, that song, right. Oh, that's crazy. Yeah.
So just tell us, what all goes into that before we have that. That song, we listen to it and we dance it.
I really feel bad that I didn't do that more often, and I was kind of waiting around for people to have a whole team to do that first. But I'm going to be doing more of that now, like you're saying, like really showing more of the intimate scenes of like what it really takes to make these songs. Because It really is, like I said, it really is different, really like different experiences. Like sometimes, like I'm really just, I hear a beat and I just know for a fact this beat is telling me to do this on this beat, so I'm gonna go on this beat like this, and it just a lot of songs I've been putting out lately, even though it comes out constructed, it's more freestyle than anything, but just the way it comes about, I'm gonna put out something real soon in probably like a week or two of like a song that I'm working on right now, and just me recording like the actual intimate, like just raw experience of me being in the studio, because you'll see that like I'm doing it like a real human being, like I'm just thinking about what I want to say and how I want to make it sound good, and then even as I'm writing songs, as I'm telling the story, like as I'm putting out songs, like I'm telling a story on it. Like I don't care if it's a hip hop song and I'm being arrogant on it, or it's a love song and I'm being emotional on it. The way I sing on it, I have to tell a story. And like when I put these videos out, you're gonna see that okay, this is an artist, because he's not just going to beat and just doing what he wants. Like he's really following like the flow of the music, and he has to tell a story. And that's what you get from Stay the Night, because like even like every single part of the beat, you vibe to it. When it goes to Shawty wanna mash up, they plays when you turn up, that the beat told me to do that part. The beat told me that, so I respected that beat. So like as an artist, you'll see that experience that I feel like you'll see the genius of how I make my music that people haven't gotten a chance to see yet. So I'm trying to show that more. So I feel like I hope that answers your question, but I feel like instead of me even just saying it now, I want to find ways to show you guys more now, because it's really a dope experience of seeing how I go through like an intimate, like raw production. I don't, it's not forced. I don't force the music process. I just enjoy the music, and then it comes out. So I feel like I want to show more of that to my fans.
And more to that, let's say you have this, you have to get people, you have to shoot the video,
Right.
you pay money for these things. Tell me about that process too, and the business side of it, and how you get to the
Okay. Yeah.
spending and the meetings that you have before you
Right.
even have that final product.
Yeah, that part is very stressful. It's very stressful. And shout out to the team now. But before even working with my team now, I was very, very much solo. Very independent. I know people say they're independent. I was very, very definitely like independent, like solo person, like doing my work. I had people that was helping me around, but when it came to like booking, like if I needed like models, like if it came, I'm gonna keep it from the State of Night though, because it's like the most recent project that I just worked on. But State of Night was it was stressful too, but it was a blessing because it came out the way I intended. But it came from me recording the song here, to mixing the song, mastering the song. Then I have like the video idea now. I'm like, okay, I have to get a model. Went about shopping for models online, just calling different girls, trying to get models. Got about 4 or 5 models. Had to get a location, had to pay for the location. That's all being done solely, just off of like an independent artist, income. So I'm doing that. I booked the location. I'm getting on the wardrobe. Shout out to my man, MYB Sarge, because he worked out with me, and he helped me with the wardrobe for the shoots. Got everything together. That was totally done myself, just myself and Audrey, the creative director. Just trying to make sure it still had perfect. And even though like it was done like by myself, it was not an excuse to not be professional. So to make sure I had the right camera quality, getting the right lenses, making sure that the people on set was fed. Like it was a dope experience. People came around. Like when they came on set, like people that work with me so far, they know for a fact that they want to come back and work with me again, because I'm very, very professional on set. I don't care if I'm just the only person who's paying for anything. I have to make sure when you come on set, you know that I'm not playing about my music. So that was my work. Like I work hard for that. You came on set, everything was done. The shoot was done. After the shoot was done, I had to go back in the lab to edit. Matter of fact, even the girl that was supposed to be in the video, the girl you see in State of the Night video, that's not even the girl that I had planned. Honestly, she came for a different video, and because the one that I had already booked canceled on me the same day, so I had to okay. She came on set. I'm like, yo, switch up. I need you for this video instead. I don't have a model for this one, and she came through. Trust me, that was our first time working together, and people always say, yo, that girl, like the quality, like her. The chemistry was so dope. It was so real. That was just on set, authentic vibe that we both created on set the first day, and she was not even attended for the video. So it just shows how hectic it is, being an independent artist trying to orchestrate and organize video shoots and produce video shoots. So after the video shoot was even done, now I got to come back home and do the editing myself, because I mean, yeah, you can pay somebody, but if you know how to do it yourself, you save money. But at the same time too, that does take time though, but as well.
Yeah.
But that's a little, I guess, a little preview into the details of what it takes to go from producing a song to producing a video with quality and still being professional, even though you don't have all the big resources to make it happen. So yeah, that's just a little preview of like some of the things that I've gone through as far as my own
I watched
hecticness.
the video on Everybody Knows, and I see that these are Americans, different nationalities. I'm like, where this guy getting these people from? You pay them, or how you get into that? I see these beautiful scenes, like beautiful California. And I'm
Right.
like, wow, where is he getting all these resources from and getting these people? Does he contact? So how you do it? How you pull that off?
That one was a real fun video shoot. That was so fun because, no, that one's is what we call a run and gun because we didn't pay any of those people. We went to California, myself and my older video guy, name is Prince. Shout out to Prince. We flew, paid for our ticket. We flew to California to shoot, to actually meet up with somebody, my manager at the time. But honestly, everything was done by myself financially. We went on set. We went there too, and we didn't even have, matter of fact, even the camera work. All we had was a camera. We didn't have a stabilizer. We didn't have anything. But we just said, okay, matter of fact, let's just find location. So we went to locations, and we had this college girl who knew some places like that. The rooftop you see in the video, she had some college friends who knew like places I could shoot at. So we went to shoot, and then it just turned into us just going different places just shooting. We went to Venice Beach, and everybody that was in those scenes, it was just like them watching us perform or watching me perform, and the camera guy, having the camera out, like, oh. And the cool thing is, like, American people, like, they're so friendly. So like when it's in a public place, they see with the camera out, they want to be a part of it. So everybody, they just want to be a part of it. That's all it was. And then
Wow.
it just turned into like a collage of videos. And I just came home. When we came back home to Philly, I just chopped it up. It's like a little storyline. But nobody was paid. It was just authentic.
All right, folks in cyberspace, you are watching Focus on Liberia. Many times you hear us say we educate, we elevate, we promote all things Liberia. This is promote all things Liberia. The young man you see right here is a Liberian, and he's in the music business. And this is what we do. We promote our own always. Thank you for watching. Continue to share the show as we get back to our guests for more questioning. And I was listening to you, and I got curious again. I'm like, because I listened to this song I used to like, I think produced by One Clark, and she was saying, I think the title of the music is Really Gone. And as I listened to the show, there's so much passion that overwhelmed me. Somebody who is a dummy when it comes to music. And I continue to wonder how you guys create that the music will touch you and sweep your feet under you. As you sing, really gone, really gone. Sorry for my terrible voice, but I'm like, how do they do that? So share a moment with me where you have, a piece like that, and captivating everybody.
I have a lot of those moments.
Okay.
I think those moments are like, they're like addicting. They're like drugs. Like, they're very beautiful. But honestly, every time I had those moments, I always just pause and just say, like, I thank God for those moments, because I know he's like the author of like this beautiful, like even the satisfaction, even the creation of music, like the beauty, the ability to be able to affect people. That's a gift that God gave me. Like, I know for a fact that I don't take it for granted. So every time I'm in the studio, like I had even last night, so I'm working on a song where it's like, I was recording, and I think like I'm more confident now. So like as I'm recording, I'm laying the melodies, the layers for the hook, and then it becomes full. And I when I put it on, I pause and I listen to it, and I'm like, wow, thank you, God. Like that's exactly what I had in my head, and that's the beauty, because He's the big creator and I'm the little creator. The same way He can create things in His head before He puts it out into life, I have the same ability to. So whenever I get a chance to create like God, I have to thank Him for it. It's a beauty. So that feeling you're talking about right there, like, yeah, that's where it comes from. And I just think, honestly, it's just for us creators who are blessed with a gift, we have to enjoy, but also we have to use it to bless people like y'all. Like you said, when you hear the music, you get that feeling. I get joy when I hear people say they enjoy my music like that, because my intention is to make you feel like that. The first time I asked God to be a creator of music, like a real creator, a real musician like this, was because somebody else created something like that too, and I felt it. I'm like, yo, I want to make people feel like that too. You know what I'm saying? So I take it serious too. So when you feel like that too, I feel accomplished, honestly. So it's really a God thing.
So go ahead, Sunny.
Yeah, I was just about to ask, I see a lot of blending going on. Again, forgive me for the words I'm using. I'm a dummy when it comes to music.
Right.
I see more of American style movie, hip hop, kind of blended into African. And I know I listened to one, I'm like, you know, this is epic. Is that something you have been doing or thinking about doing more of that?
With the Afro?
Yeah, to give it that multicultural feel of the music.
Yes. And
Okay.
it's not only just because of marketing purposes, it's just because I enjoy it. Like I love it. Like I started out, I mean, even though I was very African, but like when it came to me making my music first, it started out pop. But like just me, not only just like the growing African culture, but also me coming back to Philly. Like I live in the epicenter of the Liberian community. Like I live in like little Liberia. So like I see the culture of Africa. But the thing about it is like Liberian culture has affected every single other culture. You see Cambodians want to eat the Liberian food. You see American people speaking Liberian colloquial, like they say like the real Liberian. So like the culture is so like diverse out here. There was no way for me to not be affected by it. So like that me just being like a fan of this culture now that I'm in right now. That's how I started expressing it through the Afro fusion vibe. So yeah, but then also I'm in America too, so I'm also gonna be like influenced by that too. So that's how you get that blend. But now I'm intentional about it now because I know that I can make more sound like that now. Like just even me putting out even the EP I just put out, it's called Aphrodisiac, and that was the whole idea. The whole idea was like I'm very I got this love drug now from Africa for the African culture. Like I will have more to express now. I have a story of Liberia of Africa to tell to the world. But I also have a side of the diaspora to tell to Africa too as well too. So my intention now is to be able to create this music that really tells the story of both sides. So yeah, it's gonna be intentional. You're gonna hear more of that kind of sound.
And talking about that, I hope you're not finding more excuse to eat fufu. That's why you went in that.
I had fufu like 2 days ago.
Okay. But that was not my question. My question is, as much as music is your passion, it's also a business. So what is your team doing? And you're talking about the African culture. What is your team doing to make sure that your songs are played in Liberia, and then people in Liberia really get familiar with what you do? Not just people in Liberia, but even Liberians in the diaspora.
Yeah, we have plans for those. We have ideas. We have intentions of making sure we're pushing music back home more. I mean, like I said before, it was more of myself, and my resources pushing things back home. But now, like I said, having my team behind me, the intention is, we have plans of reaching out there more because I feel like more people need to know about the music. More people, when they know about it, then they'll appreciate it more. So yeah, we have plans of going back home with the music.
But you started something there already. Is that what are these
Yeah.
What are the challenges?
The music is definitely already playing back home when it comes to stations like radio stations and TVs and whatnot too. But like I said, I need when it comes to the people really knowing the face and knowing the Liberian ball, like it hasn't really happened yet. So that's my intention now to really really introduce myself to the people back home. But yeah, it's gonna be a gradual step.
All right. We see a lot of musicians do tours, as they become well known, well established and popular. Have you reached to that point yet, or are you thinking about that sometime soon?
Yeah, definitely. Definitely this 2020, I have some tours lined up. Definitely look out for that too. Myself and the team, we have some tours lined up. First we're gonna start out here first as far as America, do some tours out here first, and then probably plan out there as far as Liberia or Australia first. But things in some tours in line. But I'm gonna give out more details as it unwraps.
So talking about the tours, what the goals always been for tour? Is it more about putting you out there for more people to get to know you, or it's more about making money? What are the goals of a tour in this business?
Well, it depends and it varies. It depends on what excuse me, what stage you're in and what your intentions are. That's for myself and the team to sit down on the table and discuss that what our goal is for our tours, depending on which tour we're on. But it varies. It could be for getting the artist to be known by his fans, or for the sake of selling CDs or selling tickets and getting numbers or selling out shows. It depends. So I can't really say exactly what mine is because every single tour is gonna be different. But yeah, I think our aim is to just make sure we accomplish our goal.
Okay, let's bring in our viewers here. Viewers, if you are just joining us, this is an exclusive interview with artist Sirweah Quioh. We we want to bring you into the conversation. Please call 605-313-6004. The code is 791-403 to join the conversation. If you want to ask a question, if you want to comment, or just say congratulations to this musical sensation, please call the number and be a part of it. And so, Sirweah, I want to still go back to this Liberian thing,
Right.
In Liberia. Are there, people there you are hoping to work with, music wise, collaborate with, or some big names out there that you're looking at and say, I wish I could do something with this person.
Yeah, there's some people out there that we have conversations back and forth. When it comes to the music, you never want to force a vibe. You never want to force it. You never want to force the creation of something beautiful. So we never just jump into it. Yeah, let's just do this. We share songs back and forth to see which one we vibe with. When the opportunity comes, we'll make something great. But for now, it's just a conversation. And like I said, as I said before, I'm really focused on just trying to get people to really understand my sound and to respect my sound and create a core fan base from that first before I worry about even doing outside collaborations, because it's more about my brand first than anybody else. But yeah, as far as collaborations, I have some in store.
Any awards, accolades that you've won?
As far as the Liberian community, no. But I have won some awards as far as like my music initiatives in the Philadelphia and Jersey area, definitely. But Liberian entertainment awards or Australian awards, not any of those. But I mean, I'll say they're in the making, but I'm really focused on bigger awards than those. But yeah, they're a part of the plans too as well.
So speaking about those biggest, goals, what are those goals that you aspire?
Some goals, like every other artist, mean to really be I guess valued as far as when it comes to your music and to create a certain following when it from your music. Obviously the award shows, definitely the awards, those are all big for me. But personally, I want to be able to create everything that I create in my head, that I said I want to accomplish in my head as an artist, whether it's movies or videos or management or labels or endorsement, everything I want to create in my head. Those are the things that I'm really focused on trying to create, and I think I'm on the right path to creating those things. So those are my real focus. I don't know about other artists, but that's my real focus, just making sure everything that God puts in my head for me to accomplish or for me to attack, I'm gonna make sure I attack it and just accomplish it. So I think for me it varies. It might be yes, winning this award for now, and that might be my satisfaction for now. But then tomorrow might be, okay, I want to make sure that I win the Grammys or win the Oscars or do a song with the president or something like that. It just depends on what my personal goal is. But yeah, I have some goals like that too, like those as well.
So what do you consider as a successful musical career for Sirweah?
To be like financially stable, right? But also like, because I'm talking about from the business perspective now, to be able to have the creative control over my entire music output as an artist, have my team, myself, very, very successful in every venture that we put our hands in, and being like kind of bosses of our own, and being able to use those opportunities to also create new ones for other artists that are coming to, because they're going to be other great artists, other like icons that are going to be coming after us. So being able to say we're stable as a label, let's say that we're a label and we have the infrastructure to be able to create different structured business, different businesses for other people, but also be able to sign other artists too from Liberia or other countries and really put them on. I think those are the kind of big goals that I would call success for me. Those are things I really want to accomplish, or making movies and things of those nature. I think those are my real big goals. Get into I don't know, and just venturing from even music and just get into politics or get into humanitarian work. I think those are things that I have lined up for myself in the future.
Whoa, thinking about running.
I won't get into that one right now.
Well, I hope you don't run, because I will not be happy with you. But let's come to what we are here for. Right. And another thing that I'm curious about, I've seen the rise and fall of great talents not only in the music business. So it comes to the issue of managing yourself as an individual. You turn to become the brand, and one little mistake, all your energy and time and effort with all the talent will just go down.
Right.
How sensitive are you to managing what you've been putting everything in?
I'm serious about it, but I really can't even give a full like description of it yet because I don't even know the full value of it yet. Because I'm not even to that stature yet. But I think it is a very scary thing because like you're saying, we're in the different age now where like one little mistake and your whole career can be tarnished, and it's scary. Right. But at the same time too, that's why I want to make sure that I present the most authentic version of myself too, so you know that I'm also very, very human. I have like ain't nobody gonna break me down because of a mistake, because I'm gonna let you know that I'm very, very human. You're gonna know not only from my music but from my everyday personality that I'm very, very human. So I don't want to be this like superstar role model. I want to be this person who's real, but also has a bigger picture. And honestly, everything reflects back to God. It goes back to God. So like if my basis is God, is like, you know, for a fact that, okay, like I'm a human being, I'm going to mess up, you know, we're all going to mess up, but I don't want to be the person who goes to Hollywood and present this image of this like superstar, perfect person. I don't want to be that person, because like that's how your career gets tarnished very, very easily. But also too, I want to make sure that I respect the way I carry myself when it comes to, you know, my brand and everything.
There's a word I know called conceit. Oh, sorry, Dennis.
That way, because I want to make a very comment here. I think when you go home, you should play this answer you just gave. This answer, what you just said, stands out to me. And 10 years down the road, I want you to go back to this and play it, because it tells me the the kind of person you are and what you aspire to be, and what you are inspiring to be. And I really love what you just said, and I just want you to know that is very profound. That the way you thought about it and the way it came out of you tells me that you mean business. Go ahead, Antonio.
Yes, I was just about to ask. There's the word I know called conceited. The meaning of it is to feel that you have arrived. And it's one thing that tend to rob people of the opportunity that they have in their hand. Oh, I have arrived. And you know, have you reached that point?
I'm afraid of that thing.
It's a scary thing.
I don't think I can get to that point. No, I don't. I'm not gonna say no, because I'm a human being, but I'm always very, very mindful of that too, because I understand that. I know how that feels. I understand what you mean by that. It's a very, very, it's a problem. But I think so far I've been good when it comes to watching myself when it comes to that, because I don't ever want to get to the point. And I have people around me who are very, very good at reminding me about that too. So thankful for that too. You know, people who also they always try to keep me humble. And I think that I try to work on myself too every day when it comes to that. I don't ever want to get to the point where I feel like I've arrived. I treat every single opportunity as if like it's my first time, as if I haven't even gotten there yet. So I don't take any moment for granted. I don't want to take anybody for granted, because you never know who you meet. I don't. Yeah, I'm afraid of the conceited thing, and I feel like I don't know. Like when you hear about was it Paul when he talks about like the little thorn? I feel like that's my little thing too. But I have to remind every single time. I have things always, you know, in the back of my mind to keep me humble. Like that. Okay, like it's not about you. It's not about, you know, like being like the superstar and whatnot too. But it's like about a bigger purpose. So even though I can enjoy the perks that come with being a superstar, I don't want to, you know, to let it get to my head and forget about, you know, like the real goal and the people that help you get to that goal. So like when it comes to the point like my team and we all blow up and we make it and we're getting millions of dollars and we're traveling around the world. I love Davido for that fact, because I see Davido how he travels with his team every single show. Like being able to travel the world, just performing your own music, you perform in your studio, you record it in your studio and getting paid for it and seeing like different countries with your team. That's a blessing. I wouldn't want to take that for granted, and I wouldn't want to be superstar about that. I would want to enjoy that, but every single day I want to wake up in this new island and look at like, you know, the waters and say, wow, God, thank you for this. Like that's what I want to do. I'd rather be that than to be cocky and be conceited. No, I'd rather be getting money with my team than to be cocky. So I think I have better goals than that.
Where would you say you are currently in your career? How would you describe that?
Depending on what I don't know like what the basis is.
Right.
Comparing
At
to
this
what?
point, where do you say you at? Have, because we're talking about feeling that you have arrived or feeling, where do you say, do you still see yourself as someone upcoming artist? Are you accomplished? Are you getting there? Those things that you set forth to achieve, do you feel that you are halfway there, or where do you see yourself in your career?
I feel like I'm getting there. I feel like I've accomplished the things that I set out to accomplish. Um, but I don't feel like I'm there. I don't know if I ever feel like I'm there. Because like I said, I have this thing that's like this kind of like a thorn that's just kind of like it's never about even about that. There is never really satisfying enough for me. I can enjoy an accomplishment for just only so long, and then it has to be about the new thing. But every single journey I have to be humble through every single thing. So I don't feel like I'm there yet. I feel like I'm just starting to get, like the people looking at me a little bit. So it's time for me to work even harder. Not for me to even be the superstar right now. It's for me to work harder and put out more work. So I don't feel like I'm there yet.
All right, talking about criticism. I love that word. Some people don't like it. Are you your own critic also?
Very much. Sometimes too much.
And when you critique yourself as you watch your own video and listen to your own music, what's the goal? What are you trying to accomplish?
To get what I have in my head outside as close to perfect as possible.
Okay.
Right? But then also to make sure that it has a certain quality that represents me.
And has there been a time you listen to any of your music or you watch any of your video and you're like, I'm satisfied with it, but I could have done better? Or,
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. A couple of the new things I feel like I could have done better too. But then like people will be like, oh no, this John this is dope. This is good. Yo, this is really good. And that's good because you're getting that. But I know where I was trying to get to, what I wanted to accomplish. So yeah, I appreciate it for it being good, but not in my head, like, yeah, I could have killed that better. So, yeah.
And then how receptive are you to criticism from either your peers or people who love music? Do you look out for people feedback on your music and take that, as a blessing to do better?
Yeah, I look forward to it. I invite it. I welcome it. But I also filter it. I don't look for I don't just accept anything just because you say, oh, you're giving me your word. I'm gonna just take it because it's out of, if I sense your vibe and I sense it's out of arrogance or out of actual discomfort or dislike or hatred towards me, I'm not gonna receive it. But if it's actual true love and criticism, I'm gonna respect it because I want to get better. But I filter it. I don't just take any kind of criticism.
Fair enough. Again, folks, in cyberspace, this is Focus on Liberia. And we are having an exclusive with one of our own. He is a sensation and he is from LIB, and we are happy to have him here. Here at Focus on Liberia, we promote all things Liberia, and we are promoting one of our own. Dennis.
Yeah, so you talk about, besides music, are there any other areas of entertainment that you are working on or that you hope to get your foot in?
Yeah, definitely. Like I said, right now I've been working. Like I said, even when you watch Stay the Night video, it feels like a movie a little bit.
Yeah.
So I'm just trying to get my feet wet in that a little bit. God willing, that might be something in the future. Fashion. Just a lot of things that I want to get myself into. Outside of just the music thing, there's going to be time I might take a break from music just to work on other bigger projects that there's not music. It might be, like I said, films. But yeah, I'm just trying things little by little. But right now, the main focus is music.
Right. So let's talk about some of your music and where are they? How can people purchase them?
Right.
I know everything is YouTube now, but talk to us about how we get your music, how we can support that, how people can purchase what you have.
Yeah, the music is on every single platform. If depending on your preference, I even have it on SoundCloud. But if you want it, iTunes, Boomplay, you can even Shazam it. If you have Shazam, just put the music up when you hear my music playing. Put it up, you get other stores. But iTunes, Spotify, what else? What's the other ones they call it? Every single platform. Honestly, you can get it from every single place. But if you want to simply get it, I have my Instagram. It's Sirweah Official, SIRWEAH Official. Once you go to my site, go to my Instagram page, click the link in my bio, it goes to like a little link tree, and it shows you every other store to get the music from. So that's just like a simple way to get it, but it's on every single platform.
So how do artists make money these days? Because we are listening to your music on YouTube and
Mm-hmm.
nobody's buying CDs like
Mm-hmm.
before or those cassette tapes.
Right.
So how you guys make money?
You have to be very, very creative when it comes to finding different ways of making income now, because like you said, streams is not really that grow unless you're a super top artist who's getting like millions of streams. Then you start seeing the money or views on YouTube. But I mean, when it comes to shows, when it comes to merchandise, when it comes to things of that nature, or endorsements and whatnot too, those are ways to make money too as well, as far as being an artist. So those are the other ventures you get into. But the goal is like to create a certain brand as an artist now, to be a certain brand now that you become strong enough that you can be able to make money from the YouTube views, or the Spotify streams, or the merchandise you're selling, or the shows you're going to, or that Coke endorsement deal, or that phone company endorsement deal. So now like it's about creating a brand first. So it's not really worried about the money right now. It's about worrying about creating your brand first, that it becomes strong enough first that you can be able to sell it down to these people, because it's like you're cooking food. You have to it has to be well cooked first before you can sell it to anybody else. So the brand now, or the artist now, is the food. You have to cook yourself first. Make sure you're putting out very, very good quality stuff first before you even worry about, oh, am I going to get signed for this first, or who's going to sign me first? No, you got to make sure your brand is very, very structured first before you worry about who's going to where the money coming from. Once your brand is structured, you're guaranteed to get the money back in return. But you have to make sure you're every single day or every single year you're putting out consistent good work, and then you're going to start reaping the benefit.
I saw one of your videos. You dedicated something to, I think is a brother or someone who passed away. Has there been any moment in your life that brought out your music more, or something that you reflect on that was a turning point in your career? Because I think that passing of that brother or family member was one of those things that affected you.
Mm-hmm. Have there been any other moments?
Yeah. So what are some of those moments in your career that you kind of sit and reflect, or that give you a boost, or that kind of some moments in your career that cause you to reflect and maybe put in a little more work, or had you down a little bit, or whatever it was?
I mean, I'm kind of going through, like, I kind of just went through a season just now, but I'm kind of going through a season as well, to just kind of give me a different perspective as far as music, and like, it's giving me a certain drive right now. I can't really get in detail of it because it's kind of like it's still occurring, but it's like, as far as like when it comes to my work ethic and me, and I even had a moment where I almost was about to like just put a pause on music, or just really just chill from music for a long time. And whatever happened within that time frame that switched it all over now, it has been like, like a fuel for me to be very, very like determined and very, very hungry right now. That my mindset is not about, like letting up right now. It's about really going hard on my music with everything that I do, honestly. But yeah, I had a moment too that just kind of like it made me fall back on music a little bit too, because I was kind of questioning a lot of things. But at the end of it, it kind of was, like I said, fuel for me for what I'm doing right now.
All right, let me read a few comments of those watching us. Comedian D. Curtis say, my favorite Liberian artist.
My bro.
Mianda Dakina say, I like his style of music. Good job, Sirweah Quioh.
Appreciate it.
Mianda again say, good job. Joseph Job say, I'm watching you from Monrovia. And let's see. Miriam Samuel say, great job, sweetheart.
My mama right there.
That Rose Joy Carmore say, great interview, keep up the great work. Stephen Elsa say, that's good self-accountability and self-esteem. Keep it up. Those are the few comments.
Thank you.
And keep your comments coming, and call us. The number is posted on Facebook. We'll soon be winding this down. It's 605-313-6004. If you have nothing to say, just call and say thank you for your music, Sirweah.
All right. Yeah, and Sirweah, let me ask the question. Had there been a time you feel that you've been a little harder on yourself, and then at some point you realize, well, now, what was I thinking? Or maybe you felt that you were right about being a little harder on yourself.
I mean, I'm
Okay.
in that season right now too.
Okay.
Like, I've been so hard on myself, and like I said, that's why it was even a part of me wanting to quit too. 'Cause I'm like, yo, I'm going so hard right now. I'm putting out amazing work. What's going on? So I was like chill from that music. But then, like I said, I went through a little season of revelation a little bit. So it's like, oh, it's worth it. It makes sense because the final product, the reaping from that is gonna be way worth it. It's gonna be way better than that. Come on, man. Like, we're talking about God right now. We're talking about God right now. So I know we're gonna come after that. So like I just had a moment. Like I have a poster even in my room right now. This just says like, don't be too hard on yourself, because like I'm very OCD, as they call it. I'm very detail oriented, so I'm very hard on myself about everything I do, from my whether it's school or my day-to-day life or the music. I'm very like hard on myself about everything. So, but going through like a little season now, like I just feel like I just see it now, like, okay, this is my nature, but also like it all makes sense because it's all gonna be worth it in the end. So like I'm not too hard on myself anymore. I'm just more relaxed now a little bit. I'm more like chill because I see the big picture now. So yeah.
And what's about your teammates? Have they felt the same way, that maybe you were a little harder on them too?
No, not at all. I mean, everybody that I've worked with, if they're not with me right now, they respect why I was hard on them, because they see where I'm going right now. I'm still going. I don't know where they're at, but I'm still going. I'm sorry for laughing, but I'm sorry, but everybody that's not here right now, I'm still working. So it makes sense. It's a reason why I was hard. If I was hard on you and I was pushing you, I don't ask anybody to do anything I can't do myself, or I wouldn't want to do myself. So if I'm asking you to work hard, it's because I want to work hard myself. So if you're not working hard, it's like we both have the bike. I'm on a bicycle right now. If you're not pedaling, I'm pedaling, you're gonna get left behind eventually. So if you're with me right now, you're my team, and I'm going hard, I'm working hard. You understand why I'm working hard, because we have a goal, we have a mission, we have a vision, we have something we want to accomplish within a certain time frame. There's no reason to be sitting around and second guessing anything. So I don't think there's anybody's going to think that I'm being hard. Nah, I don't think so.
So what's in the pipeline? What are some of the new projects you're working on, and when we expect them to be out, or anything you're working on right now?
Yeah, a lot of new videos, a lot of new visuals coming for you guys. A lot of new videos, a lot of new songs, some new projects. But for right now, yeah, it's still pushing the EP. Aphrodisiac is on every single platform. It's a 6-song project. But we have the deluxe version coming out very soon. The deluxe version is gonna have about 5 extra new songs. Apologies. The deluxe version of the project, it's a special version. It's gonna have about 5-6 songs on there, and some new videos as well too. But as far as a new project, yeah, it's gonna be something dope coming out, before the year's done.
How you call it again? Some dope. How you say that word?
Something dope.
What does that mean?
Dope just mean like good, great, fire.
Loaded.
Yeah.
DOPE means good.
Yep. I know, right? Yeah. Our culture, man. It's our culture. You see, now I gotta go teach that back to a bunch of our people in the back home too. You know what I mean? But nah.
So
our culture.
Outside of buying your music, or how those watching us now, how can our viewers support you?
You can really support just by sharing the music, sharing the videos, streaming it, downloading it, buying it, commenting, liking. Just all those go a long way. Just seeing people who actually like the music and then just getting the response from it is really enough for me, honestly, right now. As we grow, I mean, it'll get better. But honestly, for right now, just follow the music on YouTube, SIRWEAH. Follow me on Instagram, the same name, SIRWEAH. Just follow the music because I have new stuff coming out. So just being aware of it, that's really all we need right now.
Okay. Folks in cyberspace, we have a phone number right there, 605-313-6004, and there's a code you have to enter. At least place that call and tell the Liberian sensation thank you for what he's doing. He's not just about promoting himself, he's promoting Liberia. This is what we do here. We promote all things Liberia. And if we don't have anything to say, just say thank you. Sirweah, my man, I'm happy that I'm part of this interview. We are happy, very happy to have you. Is there anything that you were thinking about saying that maybe we didn't ask you that you want to share for our audience to listen to?
Um, no, like I said, the main thing right now, man, I just want you guys to really share the music. Follow the music online right now. I have a lot of things coming up for this year, but the main thing is you guys should be aware. So just follow me on Instagram, follow me on YouTube. Just stay aware. Just watch the music videos. Just share it. Just be ready for the new stuff that's coming out. Honestly, I want to give a shout out to the whole team, the whole Slum Life gang, the whole team out there, man. Just get ready for the whole year. It's gonna be a crazy year.
All right, folks, you heard it right there. The man, Sirweah, he's on Instagram, he's on Facebook, he's on YouTube. Go there, like his page, like his YouTube channel as well. Make a comment, share it. That's how you can support your Liberian brother in what he's doing. He is a good ambassador of Liberia in what he does, and it is important that we all support him. I mean, Dennis, this brother he's so promising, and I think he's going to be successful.
I think he is, and we've just posted his video on the Facebook page, even his channel. He's not asking for much. He said, for now, what you can do, go there. We posted the YouTube channel. Subscribe to his channel. He has less than 1,000, around 600 subscribers. That's way too small for the kind of work that he puts in and the kind of songs that he produces. So subscribe to his video, like, and share. That's all you can do for now to support him. I understood him very well that for now he wants to build a brand so that when we have, at least we have 1 million Liberians on YouTube, okay? And please subscribe, follow him, share his music. Let's be like 1,000 or more. And then, from there, people will see that. People, let's say if you went for an interview, people want to see who is behind you and how many people are supporting you, how many people are sharing your screen. All these things are tracked. And that's how they look at these musicians. So let's do that.
That's how they define success nowadays, by numbers.
Right. Like this kid who came on, I think he did his first YouTube video. And because he had so many followers, that's how he became and then I think it was Usher or somebody say, hey, because looking at that kind of man with that 1 million views, followers, and that say, hey, we gotta sign him up for this label and so on and so forth. So
right, Justin Bieber.
Yeah. So Sirweah, I want you to stress that portion mainly and how following you and subscribing, how this can turn out to be the kind of support that you're looking for. I want you to stress that a little bit more so that people see the value of doing what you're talking about.
Yeah, it goes a long way because I feel like I said, numbers now is the definition of success when it comes to music and it comes to entertainment. Numbers really, really matter. But also too, I'm very, 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 very also confident in where it can go as well too, because I know a lot of my other role models too have like they've reposted pictures of them like when their views were so low, and they posted a little comment about, yo, I'm gonna be great this time, watch this, and then they fast forward to the time they actually made it. So I know for a fact that me getting them numbers is gonna be eventual. It's well, I don't know what the other word for it is, but it's bound to happen. It's gonna happen. So like, if you can either support it or you can just be left behind and say, oh, I wish I was a fan of his, but whether or not he's gonna get there, it's a fact. It's gonna get there already. But right now, yeah, support the music and share it. Liking it and being a part of it right now while it's new, it's the good part because you can see you can be a part of it while it grows. But whether or not it's growing, it's a fact already. It's growing. It's gonna get there. So yeah.
Thank you.
All right. They said number counts, and that's why he said. Right. Now that they use numbers to measure success. If he can get 1 million share, 1 million likes, 1 million view, that will get him to where we all should want him to get. And that is the best way we can contribute to what he's doing as somebody representing us from Liberia. Yeah, I focus on Liberia. We are playing our part. We brought in here and we are interviewing him. I will go to his video, like it, share it. I will go on Instagram and do the same thing, and it will take less than 1 minute. We all can do that to support him. And that's all he's asking. He's not asking for money. And I think our people can do that. That is the best way to support him. Dennis?
And one thing about numbers, God, in his infinite wisdom, knows the importance of numbers. So what does he do? There's a whole book of the Bible called Numbers. That's so important.
Yeah.
And that's how we're going to end it tonight. Join us at 6 o'clock. We're going to be interviewing Pastor Timothy Quioh and the Bill Liberia team. They've been doing some incredible work. We interviewed him a year ago, and we bring him back to do what we call a pulse check.
It's been one crazy journey.
That's
so many ups and downs. People came and left, but still they ain't stopped me from chasing this dream. See, I know I ain't made it yet, but I can't go any further without celebrating those who actually got me here. And most importantly, I can't do this without thanking God for how far he brought me. But I know it's just the beginning.